Good afternoon, everybody. My name's Lee Cloutworthy, and I'm currently the acting chair of Sparkle, the national transgender charity, and my pronouns are he and him. Today, I'm really excited to welcome Patrick Price here. I've got to give you a small disclaimer here because I know Patrick outside of the charity. Patrick is a very talented actor. He's up and coming, and he's already making his mark on a lot of like Manchester's most prestigious stages. But a few months ago, Patrick shared a piece of work that he had acted in, which really blew me away. So, Patrick, why don't you tell us about Mixed Up?
So it's a piece that was originally performed at the Lowry in 2019. Hive North, who are an incredible LGBT theatre company based in Manchester in the Northwest, presented it in something they do every year called OutStage Us, which is like a new writing event for LGBTQIA plus writers and storytellers. It's back again this year after the pandemic at Hope Mill at the end of September, which is great. So this is where this piece found its life, and I was fortunate enough to get the role to perform it and met James, the writer, through this. And James is one of those writers who, when you get their stuff through from your agent, you're just like, oh my God, this is incredible. I have to do no work. The writing is so good, it does all the work for me. So yeah, just briefly what it's about, because I'm only going to be sharing the last few minutes of it because it's quite a long piece. It's about a cisgendered heterosexual male called Adam, who I'm playing, who meets Eve in a beer garden at a party, and they kind of have a mutual love of vinyl records and a mutual love of music. Fall madly in love at first sight, spend all summer making mixtapes for each other, and then Eve, who was assigned female at birth, comes to Adam's house and comes out as a transgender male, and then from there is where I'm going to perform. So it's a great piece. I really hope that everybody can take something from it today.
I found the piece really beautiful, and I have to admit, I did get a little bit weepy at the end. Like, what has the response been?
I mean, the response was incredible. I felt like every night, in the initial performances, coming off stage at the Lowry, I felt like just blessed because I got to be the vessel with which these words were being heard and being told to audiences, and especially the people who wouldn't normally come into contact with this kind of work in the theatre, how it made them question things and have discussions with me after, but also with other people that I don't think those discussions would have been had otherwise in those circles. So being a part of that has just been incredible. And then then the Arts Council picked it up as well and funded the online version that you saw last year. So yeah, it's been great. I'm great. It gets another life again today.
So after Patrick's performance, we're going to be showing a short interview with James McDermott, who wrote Mixed Up. Now, I didn't realize that you and James have never met physically. So this wonderful piece of art has just all happened virtually, really.
Yeah, absolutely. And again, it's down to Hive North, really. Adam and Mike at Hive North, who kind of produced it in the first place and got it all together. And yeah, James unfortunately couldn't get over to the Lowry when it was on there. So we've never met in person, but we speak on Twitter every now and then and do keep in touch.
Amazing. Right, I'm going to move to one side and let you perform Mixed Up. Thank you very much, Patrick.
Thank you. I'm just going to pop my script out because it's been a little while since I performed this. So I do what I always do when I can't sort out my head. I sort out my music collection. Each of these songs is a little piece of me, so reordering them makes me feel less jumbled up. When a man loves a woman, Percy Sledge tells him what to do, but what do you do if you're a man who loves a woman who wants to be a man? Percy. You've never written about that, mate. In fact, no one's ever written about that, but whatever song I've listened to since you told me, you're singing it. You're there in my dance and my blues and my soul. You say, is this why I invited you around? To hear that speech? What do you want, Adam? I say, I want you. I know how I reacted before. It was a little bit over the top, and it's normal. I've Googled it. Boyfriends, family, it's normal for people to respond this way. So I think you need to be a little more understanding, actually, a little less ignorant. I say, when I first saw you in that beer garden, you looked at me like I was the answer to something. That first night in bed, when I told you I dumped my ex because she collects ordnance survey maps, you screamed with laughter, and that laugh, it untied a knot in me somewhere. When you lay on my chest, I did. I sniffed your hair, and you smelt of future. What I'm trying to say is your eyes, your smell, that laugh, these are pieces of you that will never change, regardless of what other pieces do change. Our song can't end because we're Adam and Steve. So, what do you want? And you say, you. I want you, Adam, for now, because I'll change. These eyes might not change, but how I see you might. And that laugh's going to get deeper. I'm going to sound like Tom Waits. I say I love Tom Waits. I say I'm going to make so many mistakes, fuck up so many times, but we've just got to trust each other. I say, hello, I'm Adam. You say, hello, I'm Steve. I say, it's so nice to meet you, Steve. Do you want to come in and listen to a bit of music? You say, only if you promise to stop sniffing my hair. When a man loves a person, he can't keep his mind on nothing else. We spend our days in and out of surgeries and clothes shops, and we spend nights, weeks, months making each other these bloody mixtapes. And you tell me different secrets, like when you were 5 and you asked for a willy for Christmas, or when you were 9 and you'd be sweeping up the hair on your auntie's barber's floor and stick it to your chin and pretend it was a beard. But then you start to look at me like I'm a puzzle instead of an answer. And when you hug me goodbye, your hair smells of past more than of future, and it ties my heart in knots. We're in bed listening to Annie Lennox's Be Yourself Tonight. You say you love this song. You say you don't want this one to end. And my mouth says, I think you do. I think you do want this to end because I'm not the same person to you anymore. And maybe you're not the same person to me anymore either. And then there's a silence that's longer than a Leonard Cohen song. You say, promise me one thing. Make me one last tape. And here it is. It's not a mixtape. There's no songs on it, but these are our greatest hits. And who knows? Every breakup is usually followed by a reunion. So, New Year's Eve, Tequila Mockingbirds, George Michael's on. Last Christmas, I head straight into the beer garden, and wham, there you are, with your hooch. You tell me you thought you had to pick between being you and being with me. You tell me you're not you without me. You say, Adam, how I behaved before, what I said before, I'm sorry, and it's normal. So I think you need to be a little more understanding, actually, Adam, a little less ignorant. And those eyes will smile at me, and you'll laugh that laugh. And our song will start up, and it'll be the Eurythmics right by your side, and we'll start again. We will press rewind, and we will start again. And I'll say, hey, I'm Adam, and you'll say, hey, I'm Steve. And the clock will strike midnight and everything will be fine, because in the end, there's Adam and Steve. In the end, love wins. But it doesn't. Because life isn't a pop song. So, here's your tape. I hope you like it. I love you.